Assalamu alaikum and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Young and Gifted. This is the show where we try to bridge the generational gap between the elder Bengali generation and the Bengali youth. This program highlight the success and talent of the second and third generation Bengalis living in the UK. Today we have with us a couple of special guests. We have brother Isla Abdul Rahman and Pure Movements. Isla and Pure Movements have become online sensations and are breaking into the UK mainstream media. Today we'll be discussing with them their journey so far, where they're planning to go with their online videos and clips. We will be taking your questions on Twitter you can tweet us at Young and Gifted, at YG Chat Show using the hashtag Young and Gifted. Now, without further ado, I would like to welcome brother Isla Abdul Rahman to the show. Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Alaikum salam, I'm good, how are you, bro?
Not too bad, thank you. First of all, thank you very much for agreeing to come on our show. Yeah, I mean, today you obviously know what the show is about.
My agent didn't tell me.
Well, your agent didn't tell you. Okay. Well, from the introduction that I just gave to you now,
Yeah.
we just, we discuss about the talented Bengalis out there. Obviously, we as Bengalis, we're still quite a way behind Indians and Pakistanis.
They don't know that.
Yeah, I know they don't know that, but unfortunately, it's a fact of life. We are. So we are trying to highlight, talented Bengalis such as yourself. So if you'd just like to tell us, about yourself, where did your journey start, what it is that you do exactly, just introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah, so I work in Topshop down the road.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, in the women's section.
Yeah.
Joking. I'm a filmmaker and an actor. I've been doing it for about, I've been studying it for about 7 years. I've been professionally doing it for about 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Cool. So how did your journey start? I mean, okay, you do a show called Corner Shop. Okay, and this is online. All of the episodes are available on
YouTube.
On
So
YouTube.
it's on YouTube.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's-
How did you start this? What is it about? What is it depicting? Tell us a bit more about it.
So Corner Shop is it's a viral series now. It's about a boy called Malik, which is myself, running his dad's business while he's gone abroad. So Corner Shop is it's a mainstream show that explores his journey as trying to fulfill running his father's footsteps, basically.
Sure.
I mean, you started with music though before you got into Corner Shop show. You went by the name Izzy Rahman, if I'm not mistaken, and it was IR Media at that point. So tell us about that. How did your musical journey start?
So when I started the whole journey, it started off with I did do filming as well. I was always directing, but I started off as a music artist as well. So I was always singing. Music it's a passion of mine. I've always loved singing. I've always loved.
Do we get a quick taste of your voice? Or?
I didn't get signed up for the X Factor, man. This is Young and Gifted, right? But I started doing that and did it for about a year. But then, as I was in the industry, I started noticing, there's a lot of things, a lot of egos involved, and with music you have to pretend to be someone that you're not, in order to get somewhere. Nowadays, music isn't about the talent. It's about how you look and how you dress and how many all these kind of things that I wasn't really comfortable with.
Sure.
And then it came to a point where I thought, let me just leave it for a bit and I'll decide later. So I'll focus more on the filming and the directing and picking up on the acting. And as I did that, I felt more comfortable in that, because when you're acting, it's like you turn on a character and you turn it off because it's not actually you. And I felt I could be more comfortable with myself, And I went by the stage name Izzy Rahman.
Yeah.
Izzy's been my name since I was a kid. A lot of people call me Izzy when I was, because a lot of people in school couldn't pronounce my name. How'd you say your name? Islam? No, I mean, so it's like
where did you grow up, if you don't mind me asking?
I grew up in South London.
Oh, okay.
South London, yeah.
Okay. Majority Asians or mixed?
No. I was the only Asian boy in my class for a long
Wow.
time, from primary school, secondary school. So I was
You were
never
lucky.
around.
I was the only Asian boy in my school. In fact, my whole town where I grew up, to be honest with you. So yeah.
But I quit music to focus on the media dream, because I felt that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against music. I mean, there's so many grey areas.
Sure.
Some people tell me, why don't you do nasheed and stuff, but there's just so many grey areas in that as well. And I'm not against music completely. I mean, I love artists, like conscious artists, like Low Key and Ricardo and stuff like that, because I learn more from Low Key than I do listening to Zayn Bika. Do you know what I mean? So there's always goods and bads and everything.
Sure.
But the reason I quit was because I just didn't feel comfortable in there anymore. And the whole Izzy Rahman thing was a stage name. And when I was about 2 years ago, I had a family member that passed away, and it made me think a lot. And he was only 17.
Sure.
He was young, just like me. And when he passed, a lot of people were talking about him and what he achieved and what he was doing and what kind of person he was. So that made me think, what are people going to say about me when I die? Because you never know.
No,
I could die tomorrow. I could die in my sleep.
Yeah, no,
so that made me think about myself, and I thought, if I'm actually in the public spotlight as well, what if I die tomorrow? What are people going to say about me? They're going to say, oh, his name was Izzy, and he did music about this and that. And my music wasn't even any beneficial. I was singing about girls and relationships. It doesn't benefit anyone.
Sure.
So I thought about that, and I thought, okay, look, I'm not going to do that anymore. Let me redeem myself. So I took that name down. Sure. I said that from now I'm going to be known by my real name, which is Islah Abdul Rahman. And funnily enough, Islah in Arabic actually means to reform, to make a change. So I thought, let me live up to my name. Abdul Rahman, my surname, is slave of the most merciful, which is Allah. And I thought, anywhere I go, wherever I'm signing my autograph, anything like that, Islah is what I want to live up to, but Abdul Rahman is what I want to remember. But however big I might get, Abdul Rahman is what I always remain.
No, of course.
So that's my intent.
See, mashallah, it's very refreshing to see brothers who are morally conscious. Because there's too many people out there that to taste the fame or to achieve something, they're very quick.
I think everyone goes through some sort of stage of being big-headed or something like that. Because I don't believe in mistakes. Mistakes only exist if you don't learn from it. And I think me going through the whole music thing and everything, that taught me all the things that I did wrong.
Put your things into perspective.
Exactly, and I still use the skill. In the corner shop, I do all the soundtracks and all in a cappella beatbox and stuff.
Which is fantastic, by the way.
I've got to say. I mean that takes me nicely on to the next question. Obviously, that's something that you did, before, and you've drawn a line under it. Now, what are you currently doing? What are you currently working on? What projects are you doing at the moment?
So Corner Shop is my main focus. There are other things in the pipeline. I'm not allowed to talk about them yet. But after Corner Shop, we're on episode 6 at the moment. So 7 is being filmed. That's with Pure Movement, so we're coming up later. After that, we're going to do 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to wrap the whole season. After that, we're going to think about season 2. But I promise myself, because this show is made with no budget, I promise myself, as much as I love it, I'm not going to do it unless the TV channel commissions me to do it.
Sure.
So in the future, obviously, like inshallah, TV, series, films, that kind of thing.
So Corner Shop is, you said before very briefly about a guy whose father's gone away and he's trying to fill his father's boots, essentially. I have watched it. It is very funny. So congratulations on that. Is that a depiction of real life, or is that
It's actually based on a true story.
Okay.
My friend actually owned the corner shop, and his father went to Pakistan and left him with the shop, and that's when I came with the idea.
Sure.
And after I started making it, a lot of people, I started getting messages and stuff in my inbox saying, you've made something that I can relate to. A lot of people, whether it's a corner shop or a restaurant, a lot of Bengalis, they run their dad's restaurant and stuff, so people can relate. But it's a corner shop. Everyone's got a corner shop. You don't have to be a certain race. White, black, Chinese. It doesn't matter what you are.
Sure.
Everyone has a corner shop, so everyone can relate to it.
Speaking of the corner shop, guys, stay tuned. We do have an exclusive preview of episode 7 that's going to be aired later on, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If I can just also ask, with the corner shop show, what's been the biggest hurdle? You've already said about it being completely sort of budgeted by yourself. You've not got someone backing you on that.
That is a constant hurdle. That is a constant hurdle. But we've achieved this much, alhamdulillah, through but hardest part was when we finished the first 2 episodes, the shop we were using got sold.
Oh.
And we were stuck. It was already announced, it was coming out, blah, blah, blah. So then I was thinking, what am I going to do? And then I was literally going through East London, asking all these uncles, can I use your shop? But I don't have any money. They shut the door in my face. My friend Kaysa said to me, you got to just carry on, just keep at it. And then just when I was about to give up, my friend Echo rang me. And he asked someone else, and alhamdulillah, we've got another shot. But I think the constant struggle is the budget. Because there was a point where I got in the car after filming, it was so difficult, and I said to Michael, I was like, mate, I'm going to quit. I don't want to do it anymore. And they had to
So to other budding, media stars out there, to people that want to follow in your footsteps, what kind of budget are we talking about here, if you don't mind me asking?
Millions and millions.
Wow.
The more money you can get, the better, man. This is the industry after all. But to think that I've done this much with no budget. Think about what you can do with just a little budget.
You've had incredible casting as well. You've had some
Alhamdulillah,
pretty well-known faces.
The attention that we get from the show is amazing, and we get a lot of famous people to the Goodness Gracious Me cast still watch it. They've tweeted me. Nina Wadi was actually on the phone to me the other day giving me the feedback. So to get feedback from her, a legend, I used to watch when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's
I
amazing.
think that speaks for itself to say how successful
Alhamdulillah,
you've been.
alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
No, after you.
After you, ladies first.
Before this, you did Mandem on the Wall.
Yeah.
Now, I've had a look through the old videos, and I mean, that was quite a while ago. But tell us, how did that start? Because that was, you started with Mandem on the Wall.
So
Tell the viewers what that's about.
So Mandem on the Wall is a youth comedy show. It's on the urban side. That's something I started in 2012, which was while I was in uni in my second year. So I was juggling uni and I was juggling that, and I was always in and out my lectures and going to film that and stuff. Started off with the casting crew and stuff, and it got about 1 million views on YouTube. E4 picked it up. They took the cast onto a new show called Youngers. Unfortunately, they didn't want the crew, so there was no room for me to reap off the plants that I grew.
How did you feel about that?
I felt gutted. I felt gutted. And on top of that, there was a lot of disputes going on behind the scenes with the cast and one of the crew members as well. That was quite deep. And in the end, essentially, something I created just slipped right through my fingers. I was naive, I was young, there was nothing I could do. So now I spent a year in depression. I spent a whole year.
Contacted some lawyers.
Yeah, I should have. My uncle's a lawyer, I should have gave him a call. But I took a year out, studied at uni, finished uni, and I said, I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm going to start again, and here I am now with Corner Shop.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've learned from that. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, this is the industry. This is what happens.
So you studied at uni. What is it that you studied exactly?
I studied. This is a mouthful. I don't even remember myself. Media and cultural studies with television and new media broadcasting.
Sure.
Don't even know what that means.
But it's related to what you do.
No. I'm joking. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, a lot of kids out there. I think a lot of Bengali kids in particular need a lot of encouragement. They don't want to go through the education system. Everybody wants to be 50 Cent almost. You only have to walk around certain areas in London, Manchester, Oldham, etc., etc. How would you, how important would you value your education?
I mean, for me, this is me speaking personally, not for everything in general. My degree didn't teach me what I needed to know, what it could have taught me.
Sure.
Maybe it might have been the uni that I went to, it might have been, the teachers I had. I don't know what it was, but I felt like I learned more outside than I did in the uni. But in saying that, I did learn a lot of life skills when I was in uni. I met a lot of people. You develop an understanding for things. Your dad can say how much for a degree I said. You can get married. That's what me.
Exactly.
But it's a good experience. I wouldn't discourage it, and I wouldn't encourage it. I'd say it's entirely up. Entirely up to you. Because it depends on what you're chasing. If you want to be a doctor, then you're going to have to go and get that masters and all that stuff. If you're going for what I did, then you need to do both.
Would you say YouTube and music has actually helped you with your uni or other areas of your life?
Not YouTube, but I mean the stuff that I've filmed and directed has helped me in my coursework and stuff. I remember when I did a short film for uni, I got an A* for that. That's only because they didn't teach me how to film. I learned myself. I taught myself that. So I guess you could say that.
Okay. So outside of YouTube world, music world, entertainment world, what do you do? What's the day-to-day life of Isla like outside of filming?
I sit at home watching Friends.
Sounds like a party.
Any hobbies, activities, or do you just like?
I'm a very simple person. I don't do this whole clubbing thing. I don't do. I'm a very simple. If I go out with my mates, it's just a dinner, a chat. Have a laugh. I'm at home, spending time with my mom, my family. I'm a very simple person. I don't even have time for hobbies. If I'm honest, I can
so much
imagine. Goes into what I do that I don't have time. My family complain. It's like I can't find the balance. I'm still learning.
What are your family's thoughts and opinions on what you're doing? How important is their support?
Dad saw me on TV once and he said, "We're rich." I was joking. They didn't like the music thing. Obviously, they didn't like that. I can understand as well. But the thing is, with family, they only want the best for you. Our mums and dads came from Bangladesh, where they didn't have the opportunities that we get as youth now. So obviously, the only thing they know about is being a doctor, being an engineer, being a teacher. So obviously, this new word media comes into play. What's this? You're always scared of what you don't know. As a human, you're always scared of what you don't know. So my mum and dad and my brothers and my family, they were all like, what are you doing there? That's not really secure. Why don't you go into maths or accounting and stuff? I'm dyslexic, so I can't do those kind of things. Allah gave me a path and I went for it. I can't. You can't reject the path that God has given you.
Of course.
So it took a while for them to accept it because they were just worried about me. That's all. It was just out of love. But now, 7 years later, alhamdulillah, they're really supportive. They're always watching my shows and stuff.
How important is their support to your success, do you think?
It is very important because at the end of the day, when I'm out filming and going to the red carpet events and all these, shows and stuff that I do, I come home. This is where I come home every day. If I don't come home to a mum that says, "Well done, son," and gives me a hug, I'm not going to feel like I've achieved anything. At the same time, to them, I'm still the same old boy. I walk through, Mum, I was just on TV, I went to the radio. All right, the bad taste was needed.
Exactly. No, but mashallah, it's so awesome to hear you say these things because there's too many people out there that don't value what their parents are saying, and
thing is, no one is perfect, so you can't expect a perfect parent.
Yeah, no, of course. But I think you hit the nail on the head there when you said, your parents only want what's best for you, and a lot of people don't understand that or misinterpret that as parents being harsh, parents being difficult.
Because they didn't have Twitter and YouTube, and they don't know what it is, so they don't know how to interact with their kids sometimes. I'm lucky. My mum, she's fully British, so she even talks slang to me sometimes. So I'm lucky. My dad is from back home, so I've got to turn it down a notch.
This is why we do this. The exact reason what you just said there. I mean, this is why you're sat here now. Talking to the Bengali people because inshallah, we do hope that there are a lot of Bengali parents watching this. And seeing you, as a successful.
They're probably behind the thing. Why can't you be more like him?
There you go. And this is what we want. This is exactly what we want. So, I mean, how have your friends treated you?
My friend, Aminu, he's been there from day one. From when I started music, and he said to me, no one believed him. He said, okay, you can do it. He's always there at my shoots, he's always supporting. Up till this day, he comes to all of my stuff. He's always in the back, and I shout him out, and he's like, oh, you didn't have to do that. I've had friends come and go. You always lose friends. I'm going to be honest. When you start a road like this, you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose a lot of people around you that won't believe in you, and you're going to have to let them go.
Did you think that would happen when you started?
I didn't know, because I was at first I thought because they're friends. You only think they're going to see the best in you. You only think they're going to believe in you. But along the road, I lost a few friends. I lost a lot of close friends and stuff, and the circle got smaller. But end of the day, that's Allah showing you who you need and who you don't need. Sometimes Allah's blessings isn't what He gives you, but it's what He takes away.
Sure, nice.
How have your friends' reactions sort of changed? I mean, aside from, like you said, your friend Aminu, who's been there from day one, other friends or family relatives at the beginning
do they treat you like a celebrity?
They
or
joke
are
around
you
all the time. We walk through, I don't know, Tesco, and we walk in together. They'll go on the other aisle to get some, come back. Oh my God, you're that guy! You're that guy from YouTube. I'm like, oh my God, don't do this. They take the mic all the time. They're just mucking around.
Only good fun, I bet.
But I've got friends in the industry as well, so we always talk like even pure movements. We've got a similar career going on, so we can always relate. So that's always good.
Bounce off of each other, help each other.
It's always fun.
No, it's good.
Would you say you have any regrets or anything you'd change if you could?
I don't believe in regrets. I think the word regret is the devil's word. You shouldn't regret anything because everything happens for a reason. If when it feels like your life's crumbling apart, it's usually because your life's finding its shape.
Sure.
Okay.
What would you say is your biggest accomplishment to date so far?
I don't like that question. I have to be honest. I like your ankles, but I don't like the question.
You can keep looking at my ankles, bro.
He's got nice ankles. Look at his ankles. Can we get close up a bit on his ankles, please? Cameraman.
Thank you. I like your shoes. To be fair.
My biggest accomplishment. The reason I don't like the question is because I feel like I haven't accomplished anything.
Okay.
I feel like I've still got so much to do, so much to learn. Every day I wake up as a beginner because when you begin something, you've got everything to learn, and I like waking up like that all the time. So,
any plans for the future? Projects that you want to work on?
Plans for the future: go to my nan's house. I haven't seen her in a while.
Thinking long distance.
Long distance.
A bit. Yeah.
I really want to get into feature films and TV series and stuff like that. I really want to get into producing. I want to get into writing. All these areas, because in Corner Shop I do the directing, editing, acting, all of it myself.
What are you doing to make these things happen in order to get into more mainstream media, get into a TV series? I mean, how are you going about doing this?
It's meeting the right people. That helps. Sometimes you can't get to a certain area, someone can help you cross that road. Just figuring out how the industry works. Social media is a big part of it. Networking and social media, promoting your stuff is a very, very big part of it because I'm constantly having to do it. Even when I'm busy or with my family, I have to do something because it's just how it works. It's part of my job, Other than that, it's just being consistent. consistency is key, because the minute you put something out and you don't put out, people forget about you.
Sure.
You got to keep it up.
Sure.
So, I mean, you finished uni now, or you're
Yeah,
still?
alhamdulillah, finished.
Okay,
I graduated about a year ago.
Alongside uni, you had music, you had filming,
Yeah,
you had promoting, networking, family. How did you manage all of that?
I didn't. I didn't. I tried. It was a struggle. A lot of my friends didn't see me. Family were complaining, and when my family were happy, my friends were happy. Degree. You know what a degree's like, and it's constant attention, filming. I don't know how I managed. Honestly, I do not know. But that's alhamdulillah, it's gone now, and I'm happy that I'm out of uni, because that's one stress off my
But you're
mind.
working now as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a part-time job. So
How do you manage part-time work with your
Again,
schedule
I don't
for
know.
filming,
I don't
your
know.
cast, they
I
all
have
live
no
all
idea.
over the
I
place?
don't know how I juggle it. Honestly, I don't. If you look at my iPhone calendar,
Yeah.
every single date's got a mark on it, because
Oh,
I've got
wow.
something going on, more than one thing all the time. So I'm constantly busy. It's hard to understand for other people. Like, why can't you see us? It's like, I'm busy. Like, you don't understand.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, tell us 5 things that people don't know about you.
I'm scared of heights.
Okay,
I can't swim.
okay,
I can't whistle.
okay.
I can't click. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. It's really bad. What do you think about these things? Is that 5? See, I can't count.
That's
There
4.
you go.
That's 4. We're waiting for another one.
There you go. There you go.
That's 5 things that you didn't know about Islam.
Islam.
You know now.
I mean, just before we go into a break, we're about to come into a break. To the kids trying to get into this industry, what would you say to them? What would be your advice?
Don't work hard, work smart.
Yeah, cool.
There's a difference. There's a big
That's-
difference. Learn your craft.
That's-
Perfect your craft first before you go in too deep.
Sure. But let's just take a break now. Inshallah, we'll be back very shortly with the second part, where we'll have pure movements. We'll catch you on the other side.